Mike, check. Justin Hunt, it's all happening. Thank you to everybody rocking with the channel. Thank you for you guys who have subscribed to the channel, shared a link to a video, let people know what we're doing over here. It's priceless. Big thank you to everyone who's donated to the channel. Shout out to my man, Rory Bateson. He donated once again. Big shout out to you. Man, you get your own 9-second applause. 9-second applause, Rory. Word up. Rory I think Rory actually hit the link tree in the description, but you can also donate to the Cash App right up there. And big thank you to the newest members who've joined this community. We do this every time because it happens every time. I'm blessed and highly favored. Big thank you, Bob Dylan. Love your music, Bob Dylan. Big thank you, Patrick Dawson. Patrick Dawson with the re-up. T plus Mur. And T Bella, again, you got, I guess the second one, because I said that the other day in the Kamala Harris piece. 9-second applause. Thank you. All right, so big day, big day. We've been waiting for the actual Grammy nominations to drop. Today they did. Now we've covered the Grammy submissions a few weeks ago. The way the process works is, I think it's late September, early October, something like that. Anybody who's made music and is a member of the Recording Academy or has a member of the Recording Academy sponsor them or recognize them or know someone, they all submit music to be selected. I've seen that book. I've seen the book of selections. It's like, even just in the rap category is the one I've seen. And that book is like, I don't know, man. It's got thousands of songs in there. And so what happens is after that, the Recording Academy, they break into different groups. Everybody goes through to make sure all the songs should be in the right category. And then a separate group of people get together and they vote on who's going to be nominated, and then the whole body does the same thing, right? So we have the official 2025 Grammy nominations. Let's go through them. I'm taking a look at Hip Hop DX's. They have, I believe they pretty much have everybody in here, but they prioritize rap, so it's easy to see. Best Rap Album. Nominees: J. Cole, Might Delete Later, Carmen and Pete Rock, The Auditorium, Volume 1. 1 second applause. Doechii, Alligator Bites Never Heal, 1 second applause. Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace. I always say that wrong. I say it wrong on purpose now. 1 second applause. Future and Metro Boomin, We Don't Trust You, 1 second applause. No shade to J. Cole. You can have a 1 second applause too, Cole. All right, so I actually think this is a great representation of the best projects this year, right? Now, obvious popular projects that I believe people think could have been snubbed: Blue Lips, Schoolboy Q. Big shout out to DJ Run P. He's been championing that album since it dropped. That album is actually a really fire album. I like the jazzier moments more than the turn-up joints, but that was a big album this year. If that album replaces anything on this list, to me, it would be J. Cole, Might Delete Later. It would be that one. People have also suggested Rhapsody's album as being snubbed. I don't necessarily view that one particularly as a snub for best rap album this year. I think it's a quality work. She's a super quality artist. I think anything she drops, you can make an argument it's one of the best projects each year. That one didn't hit me as a snub. I actually think this is a pretty good list. I know there's some people who have mentioned Vince Staples as potentially getting snubbed. That was one of the stronger albums the first quarter. I think it came out first quarter. But all things considered, I mean, if you look at this, you've got, J. Cole, Eminem, and Future and Metro Boomin, which were three of the most anticipated, three of the biggest albums this year, period. Cole's did 100,000 maybe. Eminem's was third or fourth biggest rap release this year. And Future and Metro Boomin really pushed culture this year. So I'm not mad at this. I love Doechii being in here. I love that the Recording Academy viewed this project as an album. A lot of people have been calling it a mixtape. I consider it an album as well. But that project is phenomenal. And if I had a choice of who I would like to win, I would say Doechii deserves it. If I have a prediction on who I think will win, probably Future and Metro Boomin. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting thinking about what how Academy voters might look at this, right? Because Future and Metro Boomin, I mean, they've been running the charts all year. I mean, it's one of the most successful albums, but also had a number of very successful songs. Might Delete Later, I could see that. You know, J. Cole doesn't really have a history of winning Best Rap Album at the Grammys. I'm not sure if he's ever won Best Rap Album, to be honest. I don't think he has. But I would love for Daylight and Absol to be a part of a Grammy-winning project. And then Eminem, you can never really count him out in that category. And this album was really big. I personally enjoyed the first 9 songs a lot. The second half is when it seems to stray away from the concept. But the first 9 represent, truthfully, all the things I really like about Eminem in the first place. And Common and Pete Rock, I think this also extends a pattern of having sort of traditional rap albums, especially rap albums that are from legendary artists or artists who are, you know, arguably in their peak in previous decades. I'm really happy to see some representation like that in the Best Rap Album category. This is a big honor for anybody. Anybody who's in a big rap album category or nominated for Best Rap Album, it's a big deal, right? And so Common and Pete Rock standing out this year, that's really great to see. So, you know, 4.6 second applause to all the nominees. All right, Best Rap Song, Rhapsody featuring Hit Boy, Asteroids. Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign featuring Rich the Kid and Playboy Cardi, Carnival. Featuring Metro Boomin featuring Kendrick Lamar, Like That. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Glorilla, Yeah, Glow. So, initial reaction, there's the Rhapsody nomination. You know, I think that was a great song. I'm surprised Carnival. I'm surprised the Academy let Carnival get in here. Now, it's kind of hard to ignore, right? It was a #1 song for a couple of weeks. I mean, and then you look at Ty Dolla $ign, Rich the Kid, and Playboy Cardi, you know, on the song. So there's a lot of people who support each of those individual artists who, you know, can support this song too because they're all on it. But just given all the things that Kanye has been going through over the past few years, or I guess maybe all the things Kanye has done to himself, rather. It kind of stands out to me that one was even nominated. Future and Metro Boomin, Like That. And Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Now, that's kind of a bastardized. There's a chance for the, you know, votes to get split around that. I don't know if that'll happen, but there's a possibility there. Glorilla, Yeah, Glow. I love that song, but I don't think it has a chance. So to me, this is really between Like That and Not Like Us more than anything else. And I've got to give the nod to Not Like Us because it passes the dentist office test. The dentist office test. Now, when I think about Grammy songs, I'm thinking about the dentist office test, right? So what happens is people who are artists or, you know, artists in whatever genre they're in, they can vote for every category within their genre. So if you're in the rap genre, you can vote for all the rap category stuff. And anything outside of that, voting members are given a limited number of categories they can vote in which that they do not actually make music. So, you know, someone in country gets, 10 additional votes and they can go into, you know, rap or metal or whatever other categories there are. I'm not sure what that number is. It used to be 15 at one point in time. And so that is where a lot of times you'll see numbers get where the winners end up really being chosen. A lot of times that can be the case with certain really big songs, right? That situation is what led to Macklemore beating Kendrick Lamar, for example. You know, the Macklemore song, I can't even think of what it is right now. The Thrift Shop. Passed the dentist office test, man. It did. That song was everywhere, and it had a huge crossover appeal. And looking at this list right here, Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is the crossover champion out of hip-hop in 2024. And I think that Not Like Us is going to prevail in the best rap category. All right, best rap performance. Cardi B, Enough, Miami. Common and Pete Rock featuring Posthumous, When the Sun Shines Again. Doechii, Nissan Altima. Eminem, Houdini. Future and Metro Boomin featuring Kendrick Lamar, Like That. Glorilla, Yeah, Glow. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Tough one here because Houdini was a phenomenal rap performance as well. All these guys, all of these are great rap performances. They're the finalists, they're the nominees. But Houdini also, I think it reached number 2. I think it peaked at number 2 this year, right? So Another dentist office test contestant right there. I would have to go with Not Like Us again in this category, just given my understanding of this population who will be voting. But we'll see what happens. I'd love to see like that, truthfully, because I think that's a great rap performance between him and Future, to be honest. And again, here's Common and Pete Rock featuring Pasta Noose, When the Sun Shines Again. Congratulations to them. I'm glad that project is being recognized. Best Melodic Rap Performance. Jordan Atunji, I pronounced that wrong, and featuring Kalani, for Kalani. Beyonce featuring Linda Martell and Shabuzi, Spaghetti. Future and Metro Boomin featuring The Weeknd, We Still Don't Trust You. Lotto, Big Mama, Rhapsody featuring Erykah Badu, 3 a.m. I would love Rhapsody to take this one home. I would love that. But to me, again, Future and Metro Boomin featuring The Weeknd. You know, The Weeknd is another Grammy darling. Future not so much, but The Weeknd is. And, you know, you've got Beyonce featuring Linda Martell and Shabuzi. Now, I think this is if I had to pick, it's between Future, Metro Boomin, and The Weeknd, We Still Don't Trust You, and Beyonce featuring Linda Martell and Shabuzi, Spaghetti. I'm going to go with Beyonce, Linda Martell, and Shabuzi for Spaghetti. I think that might actually win. I think it might actually win because, again, you got Beyonce and you got Shabuzi on it. We'll see how that one plays out. Album of the Year. Now, this was really interesting. Album of the Year. You've got Andre 3000, New Blue Sun, the Flute album. Last year, he was clowned. This time last year, when word got out that 3 Stacks was putting out a Flute project, he was clowned. Straight clowned. Fast forward 12 months. Nominee for Album of the Year. Now, Andre 3000 is obviously a music industry darling. And especially for someone who hasn't put out an album since, what, Idlewild? When did Idlewild come out? Was that 2006? 2005, 2006, something like that. And Outkast is the only rap group, or last rap group, I guess, truthfully only rap group to win Album of the Year at the Grammys. So Andre, it's possible Andre could get Album of the Year a second time in a row. I mean, not in a row, but a second time. But congratulations, 3 Stacks. It's another GOAT quality. Another GOAT quality in my opinion. Beyonce, Cowboy Carter. Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet. Charlie XCX, Brat. Jacob Collier, DeJesse Volume 4. I'm sure I mispronounced that one. Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft. Chappell Roan, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Taylor Swift, The Tortured Poets Department. Now, Taylor Swift has a chance. For this Grammy, she is now she's been nominated for Album of the Year more than any other woman in history. So congratulations, Taylor Swift. 1 second applause. She also has won 4 of them, maybe 5. So, maybe there's fatigue on the Grammys' part, and they don't want to give Taylor Swift another Album of the Year. But you never know how that's going to go. Sabrina Carpenter seems like the favorite in that category to me. Just the number of the amount of light and attention and praise she's received all year long. She's had 2 to 3 songs in the top 10 just about all year. Definitely 1 to 2 all in the top 10 all year. So I think that's going to end up being Sabrina Carpenter. I would love for Beyonce to get it. I think the fact that she's never won Album of the Year is a travesty, and it's a stain on the Recording Academy. And perhaps this is the year that they right that wrong. Song of the Year. So again, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best New Artist. These are the big 4 categories, right? This is where, the entire like these are the primary, awards that the Grammys offers. So Song of the Year, Shabuzi, A Bar Song Tipsy, Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die With a Smile, Taylor Swift and Post Malone, Fortnite, Ill Yuck, Post Malone, Ill Yuck, Chappell Roan, Good Luck Babe, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, Sabrina Carpenter, Please, 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 Beyonce, Texas Hold'em. Please, Please, Please. Again, it feels like Sabrina Carpenter's year. I want Not Like Us to win. I think it deserves it. I think it's the biggest global hit out of any song that's on here. Shabuzi, a bar song, Tipsy, I believe went 14 weeks at number one. 14 or 15 weeks at number one is very close to breaking the all-time record. I wouldn't be mad at Shabuzi, to be honest, at all. But to me, this feels like Please, Please, Please will take it home. But quite possible Taylor Swift and Post Malone is, just two music titans with a lot of support in the Recording Academy that, Fortnite might be hard to ignore. Let's hope so. Let's hope it is easy to ignore. Record of the year, The Beatles, Now and Then, Beyonce, Texas Hold'em, Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso, Charlie XCX, 360, Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, Chaperone, Good Luck Babe, Taylor Swift, and Post Malone, Fortnite. It's interesting that Sabrina Carpenter's Please, Please, Please ended up in Song of the Year and Espresso was Record of the Year. I don't think she submitted both. I think she only submitted one song in each category. Whereas you see Post Malone and Taylor Swift put Fortnite in both categories here, for example. She split them up. So I think she's going to get at least one of these awards. If I had to predict, it's just that kind of year for Sabrina Carpenter. I want Not Like Us to win. You know me. 1 second applause. Yeah, I mean, those look like, and then here's Taylor Swift and Post Malone again for the same reasoning I just gave for Song of the Year. Now, one of the things that's interesting about this is that Shabuzi, if you notice, is down for Song of the Year, but not Record of the Year. Record of the Year, generally speaking, the Recording Academy tends to not select songs that use interpolations or, sample flips to a degree. And Shabuzi's A Bar Song, Tipsy takes Jaquan's Tipsy. So that's one of the reasons why you don't see perhaps the second biggest song of the year in the Record of the Year category. Best New Artist, Benson Boone, Sabrina Carpenter, Doechii, Kura Ben, I can't even pronounce that, Ray, Chaperone, Shabuzi, Teddy Swims. This is between Sabrina Carpenter and Shabuzi, in my opinion, and I think it's going to go to Sabrina Carpenter. But both of them have been running the Hot 100 charts this year. I just think this feels like Sabrina Carpenter's year to me. Now, I know there's a lot of Chaperone fans out there, and, perhaps that's the best spoiler. I personally would love Doechii to get this. I would love Doechii to get this. I don't think she's had quite the year that Sabrina Carpenter and Shabuzi have had. I just appreciate her album that much. Best R&B album, Chris Brown, 1111 Deluxe, Layla Hathaway, Vanta Black, Money Long, Revenge, Lucky Day, Algorithm, Usher, Coming Home. Usher, Coming Home. Let me know who you guys think is going to take home Best R&B album. It's tough for me I can't really call it, to be honest, looking at the nominees here. But congratulations to all the nominees in this category. Best Progressive R&B Album, Avery Sunshine, So Glad to Know You, Duran Bernard in Root, Childish Gambino, Bando, Stone in the New World, Kalani, Crash, No Worries, Anderson .Paak and Knowledge, Why Laud. I would love to see No Worries take this home, to be honest. I was a big fan of that project. Kalani had a really strong year this year, too. Childish Gambino, I guess I was not feeling that album. And that album seemed to come and go quickly, in my opinion. But, I think Donald Glover is an entertainment darling. I'm not sure how many other albums were considered best progressive R&B album this year. I can't call a snub. I'm not sure if there's anybody who got snubbed in this category. Let me know what you think about it. But that No Worries project is fire. Best R&B song, Kalani, After Hours, Thames, Burning, Coco Jones, Here We Go, Uh-Oh, Money Long, Ruined Me, SZA, Saturn. We'll see how this one goes too. I personally feel like SZA is also another one of these artists who just has a lot of love and support from the industry. I don't want to make any predictions here either, but congratulations to those nominees. Best R&B Performance, Jhené Aiko, Guidance, Chris Brown, Residuals, Coco Jones, Here We Go, Uh-Oh, Money Long, Made For Me, live on BET, SZA, Saturn. Best Traditional R&B Performance, Marsha Ambrosia's Wet. That project there was a lot of people telling me how amazing that album is since it dropped. And so I know that album has a lot of Dr. Dre. I believe she worked with Dre again on that album, but that's really a fantastic project all the way around. Kenyon Dixon, Can I Have This Groove? Layla Hathaway featuring Michael McDonald, No Lie. Money Long, Make Me Forget. Lucky Day, That's You. Best Spoken Word Poetry Album, Queen Sheba, Civil Rights, The South Got Something to Say. Love that title. Omari Hardwick, Concrete and Whiskey, Act 2, Part 1, A Bourbon 30 series. Malik Youssef, Good Music, Universe, Sonic Cinema. Episode 1 in the beginning was the word. I should check that out. I didn't even realize that released this year. I'm a big Malik Youssef fan. Tank and the Bangers, The Heart, the Mind, the Soul. Mad Skills, the 7 number ones. Oh, congratulations, Mad Skills. 1 second applause. Best Pop Vocal Album, Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet. Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft. Ariana Grande, Eternal Sunshine. Chappell Roan, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Taylor Swift, The Tortured Poet's Apartment. Feels like Sabrina Carpenter's year. You can never count out Taylor Swift. We'll see how that one goes. Best Pop Solo Performance, Bodyguard. Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso. Charlie XCX, Apple. Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather. Chappell Roan, Good Luck, Babe. Best Dance Duo Group Performance, Gracie Abrams featuring Taylor Swift, Us. Beyonce featuring Post Malone, Levi's Jeans, Post Malone, Ill, Yuck, Gross. Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish, Guess. Ariana Grande, Brandy and Monica, The Boy Is Mine. I hope they good. I'm going for Ariana Grande, Brandy and Monica on that one. I just love that song. 1 second applause. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Die With a Smile. Best Dance Electronic Album, Charlie XCX, Brat. Fortet, 3. Justice, Hyperdrama, Kaytranada, Timeless, Zed, Telos. Maybe this is the only category I've seen so far where they all have one-word titles. One-word titles in Best Dance Electronic Album. Best Dance Electronic Recording, Disclosure, She's Gone, Dance On. Fortet, Loved. Fred Again, featuring Baby King, Leave Me Alone. Justice and Tame Impala, Never Enderer. Kaytranada featuring Childish Gambino, Witchy. Best Dance Pop Recording, Madison Beer, Make You Mine, Charlie XCX, Von Dutch, Billie Eilish. L'amour de ma vie, Over Now Extended Edit. Ariana Grande, Yes and. Troye Sivan, Got Me Started. Best Country Album, Beyonce, Cowboy Carter. Post Malone, F1 Trillion, Ill, Yuck, Gross. Casey Musgraves, Deeper Well. Chris Stapleton, Higher. Lainey Wilson, Whirlwind. Best Country Song, Casey Musgraves, The Architect. Shabuzi, A Bar Song Tipsy. Let's go Shabuzi. Let's go Shabuzi. That's what we want. We want Shabuzi over here. Jelly Roll, I'm Not Okay. Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen, I Had Some Help. Beyonce, Texas Hold'em. I'm going for Shabuzi. I think his biggest competition here is Post Malone and Morgan Wallen. I Had Some Help. That's another chart topper on the Hot 100 all year long. Best Country Duo Group Performance. Kelsey Ballerini featuring Noah Kahan. Cowboys Cry 2. Beyonce featuring Miley Cyrus, Two Most Wanted. Brothers Osborne, Break Mine. Dan plus Shay, Bigger Houses. Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen, I Had Some Help. Best Country Solo Performance, Beyonce, 16 Carriages. Jelly Roll, I Am Not Okay. Casey Musgraves, The Architect. Shabuzi, A Bar Song Tipsy. Chris Stapleton, It Takes a Woman. Now, if you notice, Beyonce is in every one of these country categories, and she has been snubbed all year long. All year long, she's been snubbed. And she's been an example of sort of the gatekeeping that country does. And simultaneously, you have Shabuzi having a great breakout year. So you get two sides of the coin. Now, the criticism is Beyonce's project isn't country enough, we'll say. Even though she keeps getting nominated in country categories all the time, but people tell me it's not country. I don't think a lot of these albums would have even been nominated if they weren't country enough, right? But they're not intrinsically country, we'll say that, right? And so she's been snubbed in all the country awards this year. She has a number of country nominations. We'll see if that trend continues with the Recording Academy. Again, the difference between the country awards, the different country awards where she's been snubbed, and the Recording Academy is that you have people who are not exclusively country who have the opportunity to vote. So people who are not in the country category can vote for whoever they want within the country category if they decide to. And if you have enough people who use their extra votes in the country categories, perhaps Beyonce can actually take home a country award. We'll see how that plays out. Best music video, A$AP Rocky, Taylor Swift. That's a fire video, by the way. The Taylor Swift video is fire. 1 second applause. Taylor Swift and Post Malone, Fortnite. Charlie XCX, 360. Eminem, Houdini. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. To me, it's Not Like Us. Now, maybe I have tunnel vision because I spend most of my time in hip-hop, if not just about all my time in this genre. But that video, truthfully to me, Not Like Us and Houdini were the only event videos this year. Not to say that, 360 or Fortnite or Taylor Swift even weren't amazing videos, but those two felt like events, and no video felt more like an event than Not Like Us. So let's see. I mean, I'm betting in that direction. We'll see where we go. Best African music performance. Yemi Alade, Tomorrow. Asake and Wizkid, MMS. Chris Brown and Davido and Loj, Sensational. Burna Boy, Higher. Thames, Love Me, GG. I probably mispronounced that. No disrespect. 1 second applause. Best Reggae Album. Collie Buddz, Take It Easy. Vibes Cartel, Party With Me. I saw he just got engaged. I think he just proposed to his lady the other day. Congratulations, Vibes Cartel. Shensia, Never Gets Late Here. Various artists. Bob Marley, One Love. Music inspired by the film. The Wailers, Evolution. Best Latin Album. Anita, Funk Generation. Luis Fonsi, El Viaje. Kanye Garcia. Shakira, Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran. Caliuchis, Orquídeas. Best Música Urbana Album. Bad Bunny, Nadie Sabe Lo Que Va A Pasar Mañana. J Balvin, Rayo. Feed, Fer Exocalipsis. Residente, Las Letras Ya No Importan. Young Miko, at dot. I did my best, y'all. One second applause for my Spanish. Best Alternative Jazz Album. Arouge Aftab, Night Rain. Andre 3000, New Blue Sun. Robert Glasper, Code Derivation. Keon Harold, Foreverland. Michelle and Degolocello. I always pronounce her name wrong. I've been pronouncing her name wrong my whole life. No More Water, The Gospel of James Baldwin. I tend to lean in the New Blue Sun direction, given it was nominated for Album of the Year. We'll see. Best Americana Performance. Beyonce, Yaya. Madison Cunningham's Subtitles. Maddie Diaz featuring Casey Musgraves, Don't Do Me Good. Sierra Farrell, American Dreaming. Sarah Harris, Runaway Train. Jillian Welch and David Rawlings, Empty Train Load of Sky. So we've got Beyonce in the Americana category. We've got Beyonce in the country category, in multiple categories. And we have her in the best melodic rap category. She's all over the awards this year. Best Song Written for Visual Media. Luke Combs, Ain't No Love in Oklahoma. NSYNC and Justin Timberlake, Better Place. Justin Timberlake is like, okay, guys, we can collaborate here. But I still get separate billing. Olivia Rodrigo, Can't Catch Me Now. John Baptiste, It Never Went Away. Barbra Streisand, Love Will Survive. Best Music Film. John Baptiste, American Symphony. June Carter Cash, June. Run DMC, Kings from Queens. Stevie Van Zandt, Disciple. Various artists, The Greatest Night in Pop. Best Instrumental Composition. Shelley Berg, At Last. Christopher Zwar Orchestra. Communion, Andre 3000. I swear I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me this time. The titles on New Blue Sun is what get me every time. I'm not mad at New Blue Sun, I'll be honest. My therapist last year canceled on me within an hour, and I really needed to talk to somebody. She canceled on me, and that really ruined my day. I didn't know how I was going to get through that day last year. Fortunately, I think it was the same day that New Blue Sun came out. So I listened to that instead. It's a great sound bath. Incredible sound bath. 1 second applause. Chick Corea and Bella Fleck, Remembrance. Acropolis Reed Quintet, Pascal Leboeuf and Christian Human, Strands. Producer of the Year, Non-Classical, Elisa. Dernst Emile II. Ian Fitchuk. Mustard, Daniel Negro. I'm not sure how this one will play out. I just find it really interesting that Mustard did release an album this year. He also had Not Like Us this year. I feel like Not Like Us is carrying the majority of the weight of that song, of his entrance into, or his nomination in this category. It's just such a big song, man. And that beat is fire. It is a fire beat. Songwriter of the Year, non-classical, Jesse Alexander, Amy Allen, Edgar Barrera, Jesse Joe Dillon, Ray. Best Engineered Album, non-classical, Lucky Day, Algorithm, Charlotte Day Wilson, Cayenne Blue, Casey Musgraves, Deeper Well, Willow, and Pathogen. We talked about that in a story earlier this season, in the fall. That's a really interesting project. I went and listened to it after the story, and a number of you commented on it as well, too. Congratulations, Willow, for getting a nomination. Peter Gabriel, I.O., Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet. Best Remix Recording, Kaytranada, Alter Ego Remix, originally by Doechii and JT. David Guetta, a Bar Song Tipsy Remix, originally by Shabuzi. FNZ and Mark Ronson, Espresso, Working Late Remix, originally by Sabrina Carpenter. Alex Antaeus, Footsteps, and Mr. Miish, Ja Sees Them, I'm Piano Remix, originally by Julian Marley and Antaeus. A.G. Cook, Von Dutch Remix, originally by Charlie XCX and Addison Rae. So these are the nominations. To me, if there's some stats around this, Kendrick Lamar, I believe he received 7 nominations this year, which is a lot in a year. You don't even put out an album. 1 second applause. But there was a lot of conversations around snubs. We talked about a few of them in the rap section. Here's what Rolling Stone had to say about the snubs. Dua Lipa's Noms Go Houdini. So Dua Lipa is a big snub here. We thought y'all loved her. Dua Lipa has been a Grammy favorite dating back to 2019 Best New Artist win with 2020's Future Nostalgia. She earned another trophy and 3 other nods, including one for Un Dia, her left field collab with J Balvin and Bad Bunny. Last year, her Barbie song earned her 2 more nods, but Dua's music will be absent at the 2025's Grammys. Radical Optimism earned not a single nomination. She didn't fare any better in the song categories either, not even for Houdini. Megan Thee Stallion gets overlooked. Now, I think Doja Cat's probably, if we're gonna say Meg is overlooked, I think you might want to say Doja Cat's overlooked too. But here's what Andre G said about Megan Thee Stallion getting overlooked. Megan Thee Stallion's Hiss is often credited as the song that started rap's year of diss songs, but it wasn't recognized by the Academy. The January 2024 single wasn't just splashy, it was prime exhibition of just how good of a technical MC she is. For her to maintain the song's double-time cadence while tossing bombs like, "These hoes don't be mad at Megan, these hoes mad at Megan's Law," is top-tier MC work. Is it? Is it top-tier MC work? Yeah, no shade for Megan. 1 second applause. But it seems like the Grammy committee didn't agree, or at least not enough to give her a Best Rap Song nod. Ariana Grande misses the 3 major categories. A lot of conversations around this online. The Rolling Stones, who are still a band, get less love than the Beatles, who are not. I thought that one stood out to me too when the Beatles got nominated. So Jack Antonoff. Now this one was interesting. Jack is not back in Producer of the Year category. Here's what they said. Jack Antonoff has dominated the Producer of the Year non-classical category in recent years, winning 3 years straight. Though he has his detractors, it's surprising he didn't even get a nomination in a year which he worked on massive, much-nominated albums like Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet and Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets Department. He also made 616 in L.A. So, this one feels like a snub. I mean, you got Sabrina Carpenter all over here, Taylor Swift all over here, and 616 in L.A. Now, that one wasn't officially released, but that song is beautiful. The composition on that track is amazing. 1 second applause. The hissing of Joni Mitchell being passed over. Joni Mitchell, they viewed as a snub too. Hosier's sweet comeback gets a bitter shutout. No love for Tyla or Ampiano originators. I can't say I'm not a fan of Tyla. I think she makes some cool songs. Just her public persona to me, I don't really think about her or consider her like that, you know what I mean? But Ampiano is here, and she had an amazing year. I think she won Best New Artist at the BET Awards, and she's been in the news like crazy. So to not see her anywhere on the Grammy list, that does jut out when you look at it. Where are the metal solo albums? This is interesting. The Grammys have always had a strange relationship with heavy metal, although this year's nominations recognize songs by reliable headbangers Metallica, Judas Priest, Gojira, and some fresh faces, Knocked Loose with Poppy and Spiritbox. It seems unusual that former Slayer guitarist Kerry King's excellent From Hell I Rise and Iron Maiden frontman Bruce Dickinson's equally epic The Mandrake Project didn't make the cut. Chances are low that they would win. Ozzy Osbourne is the only solo artist to claim a metal Grammy, but Maiden have won once previously and Slayer twice, so they should have had a chance. Interesting. Blink-182 gets blanked. Grammys miss Linkin Park's Friendly Fire. And then I saw a lot of people talking about this one. Nasty for snubbing Nasty. 2024 was the year Tinashe finally earned some deserved recognition for all-around stellar artistry. No one can write, sing, and dance like she does. She's been delivering hit-worthy songs for years. 2023's Needs was a bop. 333's Bouncin' would have slayed at radio. Then Nasty came reintroducing her to a new audience that welcomed her on TikTok and beyond. But the Grammys clearly weren't looking. Nasty and its sassy lyrics were worthy of a Record of the Year nomination. Recording Academy, you've been a nasty girl for ignoring Miss T. Ooh, spicy language. 1 second applause. So this is what this is the Grammys, the Grammy situation. Grammy situation. I'm looking forward to the award show this year. I think it's going to be a blazing first quarter next year. Obviously, we have the Grammys. We've got the Super Bowl, much discussed Super Bowl. I think we all are anticipating a new Kendrick Lamar album. I think there's a lot of people anticipating Drake's return. People are anticipating. I'm anticipating Daylight's album. Heavily anticipating Daylight's album. So and obviously J. Cole's The Fall Off. So next year is going to be a lot of heavy hitters in the marketplace at the same time. I'm not sure we can say the same thing in the rap categories for this year, even though this year ended up being big for rap, largely, in my opinion, through the power of rap's greatest rap battle. But we didn't get a number of heavy hitter albums this year, and I expect that to change in 2025. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Do you feel like anyone else was snubbed? Let me know who you feel like should have been nominated and who didn't receive a nomination. And let me know what you're excited about most and who do you want to win in whatever categories are your favorite. My name is Justin Hunt. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow at The Company Man on everything. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, y'all, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.